Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have made it to the month of December. Welcome. So many things happen in this month of December. We have already began the Advent season for those of us who are Christians, where the people are wearing purple on Sundays until the element of joy, and then there's pink, and then there's white as we represent Christ. So welcome to this month of December, where there are also other holidays that happen in December and moving into January. Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, for those of you who celebrate those holidays. Today, I want to welcome you to Holy Ground Spiritual Center, Holy Meal. Today is our Holy Meal. And for those of you who are wondering what is the Holy Meal, it is when we are intentional about getting together in community to share a meal. It could be a solid or liquid of choice, your choice. And it symbolizes us just starting this month out in community. No matter what your faith, your spirituality, or your humanity is, there's nothing more important than being in community. I will begin our moment together by reading a prayer titled The Six Directions of Aid. It is by Lakota, South Dakota, and this is a prayer, Native American prayer. Oh, our Father, the sky, hear us and make us strong. Oh, our Mother, the earth, hear us and give us support. O Spirit of the East, send us your wisdom. O Spirit of the South, may we tread your path of life. O Spirit of the West, may we always be ready for the long journey. O Spirit of the North, purify us with your cleansing hands. This, my friends and holy grounders, is titled Six Directions of Aid. Mindful that the divine of our understanding is present and in our presence, no matter which direction we are, we're traveling, or anticipating. So I hope you are able to feel the presence with you in this moment and in this time. Today is World AIDS Day, and Holy Ground Spiritual Center is an HIV and AIDS welcoming community. And what that means is Holy Ground welcomes you no matter what your status is. This is not a place of judgment. This is not a place where we treat anyone differently, because each of us are made of all the things that make us productive and beautiful and lovely and one of service in this world. So today I want to intentionally and on purpose extend an invitation to any one of you who are looking for a faith community where you can be welcomed in this environment, no matter who you are. And that also includes who you love and your relationship status, your class, your income status, all the things that this world is using to divide us does not matter in this space. You are welcomed here. And today, the Holy Meal, we call it the Holy Meal because, as I mentioned before, we are various religious faiths and backgrounds and non faiths. And today, I will definitely use some in additional language to make sure this space of sharing is sacred and reach each of us, as we move into community, move into the holidays, move into life and everything that it entails. But I dare not start without acknowledging what World AIDS Day means. As we think about World AIDS Day, we want to remember and honor the lives of people who have died from AIDS. And we want to remember people who are affected by this epidemic. And as we think about those who have died with AIDS, some have died because they did not get the health care that they needed, or science was not up to date to save their lives. Some are affected and have died because others affected them. And there's various ways you can be infected, from exchanging bodily fluids. And we want each of you to know there are ways to protect yourself today, when it comes to protecting your body and protecting others. There are various methods that you can use to protect yourself from contracting HIV and AIDS. And as an HIV and AIDS community, and as a sexuality educator, it does not move me anyway, but to share there are condoms that you could use to put over um, your body. Um, there are dental dams you can use to put over your body. If you are deciding to engage in adult activities, um, what we want is a world where everybody can be safe. There are organizations. This is Aid in Atlanta. There's the AIDS Healthcare Foundation. There's North Carolina AIDS Foundation. Um, this is our candle that shows us as HIV and faith ambassadors. We are committed to this life, your spiritual life, your physical life. Know that your life matters. Know that your body matters. And if there's anything that I could do, if you have any questions about HIV and AIDS and faith or spirituality, or any questions about your faith or spirituality, know that I am available for you. Reach out to me, send a message um, in our direct messenger. I believe I have our email here. Let's see here. I may have an email around. Um, if not, that would be at Holy Ground. There we go. If you have any questions about HIV and AIDS, if you have any questions about spirituality and faith, send us an email. If you would like to have a chat about life, especially during this time right now, things can get difficult or uneasy or uncomfortable. I will be a listening ear to help you and guide you during this time. So I want to encourage any of you who may need a space to share or chat, an opportunity to do that. Okay. Also, before I move into the holy meal, I just want to share that no matter what your faith is, your religion is, we are all humans, and each of us deserve to live a life of hope, of dignity, and peace and joy. And as we begin to take the holy meal and participate in our monthly sacrament, think about where you are when it comes to being in this world. Are you bringing peace and hope and love and joy into the communities that you are in? And if not, what is your plan as we move towards this is the last month of this year? What is your plan as you decide to move into the next year? And I'm going to encourage you to begin that now. So, right now, take the time to gather your elements, a liquid and a solid of choice. And we will begin that together. I'm looking forward to sharing sacred space with you. But before that, J Mellow Beats will play a song to get us in preparation titled You Are Able. You are able. You are able. I hope you were able to gather your elements. And now, I meant to do this earlier. I'm going to light an incense as we prepare for the holy meal. Hope you have gathered your elements. There we go. I enjoy a little bit of smoke. So, my friends, my family, holy grounders, welcome. Welcome. For we all have gathered here today. We welcome you in the spirit of peace and unity and our values of justice and compassion and radical inclusivity and unity, our interspirituality. We welcome you. No matter what your path, no matter what your understanding of faith, humanity, or spirituality is, you are welcomed here. And you're welcome here because we do have one commonality, and that is humanity and the value of community. There is nothing greater than community, where we can see the divine in ourselves, we can see the hope, we can see the joy in the way we live and operate in our gifts. There's nothing greater than being in community. Pray with me. God of all people, open our hearts to understanding each other. Open our hearts and our eyes and our ears so we are able to see the difference and embrace the differences in each of us so we can live a life that is full and whole in this world. Show us the many ways that we can find common ground among us. Help us to be a people of compassion and empathy or understanding so we can create a peaceful coexistence among all of us. And we thank you. Amen. So, my friends, we have gathered today to share a holy meal together, a solid and a liquid of choice. And before I do that, I want to read from the First Nations version, an indigenous translation of the New Testament, 1 Corinthians 12 through the 27th verse. Human beings have one body made up of many parts that all work together. It is the same for the body of the chosen one. For through the one Spirit we all participated in the purification ceremony that joined us together into one body. That body is made up of tribal members, wisdom seekers or Greeks, slaves and free. But none of that matters because we all drink living water from the same Spirit. Now the body is not made up of one part, but of many. If the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I am not part of the body, would that make the foot any less a part of the body? If the ear should say, because I am not an eye and I am not part of the body, would that make the ear any less a part of the body? If the whole body were an eye, how could it hear? If the whole body were an ear, how could it smell? But in his wisdom, the great Spirit has given each body part its own place so it can fulfill the purpose it was created for and make Creator's heart glad. If all parts were the same, how could there be a body? Even though there is only one body, it was made to have many parts. So the eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you. Neither can the head say to the feet, I have no need of you. But the parts of the body that are thought to be of little use are needed just as much as the other parts. The parts we see are lowly. As lowly, we honor by wrapping them in beauty. We respectfully cover those parts of the body that should not be seen. But the more publicly respectable parts of the body do not need this kind of treatment. So the Great Spirit has put the body together in a way that gives more honor to the parts that need it the most. This makes it clear that Creator's purpose is to keep the body of the chosen one from division. It shows each of us how much we need each other. If one part of the body hurts, the whole body hurts. If one part of the body is honored, the whole body celebrates. So then together you all form the body of the chosen one, and each one of you has a place in that body. So my friends, each of us are needed in this life. Each of us, no matter what you look like, who you love, your educational level or college status, your economic status, your HIV and AIDS status, all of that matters in this space because all of you matters. And as we reflect on those affected by HIV and AIDS, let's think about how we can extend our table of support, our table of prayer, as we think about people affected with even the stigma of this epidemic. So I hope you have gathered your elements of choice, a solid and a liquid. And the table is set. In the Christian tradition, Jesus was around the table with his friends and he lifted up the bread and he blessed it. And I want you to know that this bread is a gift of sustenance. The hands that prepared it, our daily bread, we give thanks. So whatever your solid of choice is, bless it and give thanks. And let this bread be one that represents sustenance in this life, a bread that represents that a hope for a world that will never go hungry. And for the cup, those in the Christian tradition knew that Jesus was around the table with his friends and he did the same, and he wanted them to remember him, because he was going to do something pretty remarkable and devastating, all the things, but he knew that he would not be with them. So he wanted to have one last drink together. So he also lifted up a cup and he shared it and said that this represents new life, new covenant. So may your liquid of choice remind you of water and life that will sustain us in this world as we navigate our life and our journey. And may your liquid be an element of renewal as you think about what this month can mean. And as we move on into the next year, knowing that with the sustenance of the solid and with the life and renewal of this cup, you will be made ready and whole for this month. Let us eat, my friends. As we dine together, know that you have everything you need to move forward. And know that when in doubt, find some people that you can be in community with. so you can share, so you can see, so you can feel, so you can hear the divine moving in a way that you need it to be, so you can see, you can hear, and you can feel energy that you may need just to move forward, keep on moving another day. And may you know that everything you need is around you. And sometimes it does take you to put forth some effort so the universe can meet us where we need to be met. And after you have ate your solid and drunk your liquid of choice, my hope and prayer is that it nourished your spirit, knowing that we were able to do this together in community. And if anyone is looking for a spiritual home, I want to invite you to Holy Ground Spiritual Center. It can be a place that welcomes you, a place where you can learn, a place where you can be yourself, and a place where you can use your gifts. And if that is a yes to you, it is a yes for me. It would be an honor to be your spiritual director to help nurture and help you use those gifts for this community and for this world. I am going to lead with the benediction. It's called the Universal Benediction. Praise to the spiritual victors. Praise to the liberated souls. Praise to the spiritual leaders. Praise to all saints in the world who practice nonviolence and reverence for all life in action and a pluralistic viewpoint in their thinking. These 5 salutations are capable of destroying all sins. This is the first happiness among all forms of happiness. And this is a Jane prayer as we leave. Blessings to you on this journey in this month. Know that when in doubt, there is community. Know that you have everything you need. Creator, continue to protect us and show us. When times are difficult or dark or hard, show us what we need to keep moving in prosperity and in hope, in love and in light. In your holy name we pray. Thank you. Go in peace. Thanks be to the divine and the universe.